which both governments shall enforce. But before I continue, please, I said to the President, bear with me to read through all the report, because I don't want a situation where it will be said that they've doctored what I brought. So we have to read what I wrote so that everybody, my brother, the Nairi, and my son, the Bawku Naba, will all know that that is exactly what I said. So it isn't the President who is doctoring anything. Yeah. At the commencement of the hostilities, the government of President Kufuor had issued a statement stating government's view on the legal position. Both President Kufuor and now President John Dramani Mahama came to a conclusion that historically, governments have intervened to resolve the matter without lasting peace. Again, they indicated that the courts of Ghana had also been invited to resolve the issues implicated in the Bawku matter, and their pronouncements have not been respected by other sides if it went against them. As a result, both governments, who now represent the two main political traditions, now take a position that I should define a solution to the Bawku situation using mediation, and my recommendations or conclusions shall be enforced by both governments at all times as a traditional solution to the problem. So, it is important to give a brief assessment of the documents submitted by the Nairi and the Bawku Naba, as well as oral rendition of their respective cases, as part of efforts to mediate the chieftain's dispute in Bawku to ensure lasting peace. That's an examination of the respective cases of the parties relative to the facts, custom, tradition, and the law will be evaluated and or examined. So, the case of the Mamprusis is that Mampruku Kingdom started in Pusiga near Bawku and founded by Nabewa at a time when there was no ethnic group in the Bawku area called Kusasi. After the demise of Nabewa, Na Tosugu became the Nairi and decided to relocate the capital of the Mampruku Kingdom from Pusiga to Gambaga, but he appointed a Tingunaba, a caretaker, to take care of his father's shrine at Pusiga. It was further asserted that in the 17th century, the 10th Nairi, called Na Atabia, decided to secure his territory by establishing garrisons and military posts at key positions that were uninhabited, which led to the establishment of Bawku and 5 other towns. The first chief of Bawku was one Na Ali Atabia, who was the son of Na Atabia in the year 1721. Furthermore, the Mamprusis ruled Bawku for over 150 years through 8 successive Mamprusi chiefs before the arrival of the British in the Northern Territories, and specifically Bawku in 1907. In 1957, so they claim, the CPP government, through its sympathizers in Bawku, elected one Abugrabgo Azoka as Bawku Naba. And the case of the Kusasis is that they practiced the Tindana system, where the eldest male person in the clan becomes the traditional ruler, the leader of the clan, vested with administrative, judicial, and spiritual authority. However, when the British arrived in Bawku in 1901, in their bid to advance the indirect rule system, they were not satisfied with the Tindani system, so they decided to adopt qualified Tindanis to become chiefs. And in areas where they could not find qualified Tindanis, they appointed other people as chiefs. The Kusasis further contended that it was around this period that the Mamprusis presented themselves to the British as chiefs of their ethnic community in Bawku and got registered accordingly. However, the Tindani position was never abolished as a traditional arrangement. Thus, the chiefs and Tindanis coexisted. But the new Mamprusi rulers became power-drunk and started misusing their authority over the Kusasi landowners, hence a decision by the Kusasis to remove the Mamprusi chiefs and replace them with their own. So when the last Mamprusi chief died in 1956, the Kusasis gathered in Bawku in 1957 and selected a son of a prominent Tindani in Bawku called Abugrabgo Azoka I to fill the vacancy as Bawku Naba. Following the death of Naba Abugrabo Azoka in 1983, his first son was selected in 1984 to succeed him as the next Bawku Naba by name Zugran Asigri Abugrago Azoka II. He has continued in that position till date. But I'll try and let me give you some background of previous governments and judicial efforts to resolve the Bawku matter. Bawku Affairs, report of the committee appointed by His Excellency the Acting Governor General, Lord Listowel, to inquire into and report his findings on the claim of Abugrago Azoka to have been elected or appointed and installed as chief of the Kusasi area. On the 6th of June 1957, while the then Nairi was going through the various ceremonies in Nalorigu connected with the appointment of a new Bawku Naba in the person of Mahama Yeremia, a Mamprusi prince, the Kusasis had gathered in overwhelming numbers in Bawku to also elect and install Abugrago Azoka, a Kusasi, as the chief of Bawku and the head of the then canton chiefs in the Kusasi area.